From my experience, here are some things to look for when you are going to hire a virtual assistant. This could also go for an assistant, but before we go further into that, this video is a little bit different than what my previous videos have been about. However, still, this is for that high earning woman, a woman that loves dating men, that's heavy in their masculine energy, that also lean more traditional in relationship values and wants to protect and provide for his home. And you like being in your feminine energy. Now, let's talk about what to look for when hiring a virtual assistant. Now, you being a high earning woman, we know that it is super helpful to have help. You pay people to help you do a lot of different things so that way you can focus on other aspects. So before I go further, that's who this video is for. That's why I said this is for a high earning woman. Because if you're not at this status, a lot of these things will not make sense to you, and it could probably trigger you and make you mad. We're just in different levels. We're in different spaces in life. So for my target audience that I'm talking to, you know that getting help, whether that's in your home or that's in your day-to-day, you know how helpful that is. So one thing that I have truly come to value is being able to hire someone that is very proactive, takes initiative, and finds a solution at the end of the day without having to be told to do it, and can just do it. For me, that is the biggest thing that I look for. At this moment, I don't have a full-time person that assists when it comes to certain day-to-day tasks, coordinating, and other similar tasks. I don't have a full-time person doing that, but I do, on a needed basis, hire. And so the things that I'm looking for are those things that I just mentioned. How proactive are they? How much initiative do they take? What do they actually do before I even mention it? I want to know that they don't take no for an answer. That if I'm asking for something specific to be done, they find a way to get it done. And if it is difficult to get done, they try other things in order to get the end result. And then if that doesn't work, they can come back and communicate all those things to me. But so far, this has never steered me wrong. This has always been the most super helpful thing. So if I don't see these things, I can't work with that person, because then I'm going to end up having to do the work that I've asked them to do, that I am paying them to do. I'll give a quick example. In this example, I didn't hire somebody. I was tag teaming a certain task with a certain individual. And really, it was, in my eyes, how I view it, something simple, which is we needed to get a call out and get something scheduled. This other individual definitely took the initiative and ownership of trying to get that scheduled. However, several days had gone by and this thing that we needed scheduled was not scheduled. So then I started to inquire about it. They did another follow-up, nothing was scheduled. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, I have to take this over. And that's one thing that I highly dislike. And this is what I'm bringing up about hiring an assistant, where I don't have to take over something, especially for something like scheduling a task or an appointment. So I take over the situation. I encountered the same thing that the other individual encountered on a different day. It was on a Friday, so obviously working hours, typically Monday through Friday. I said to myself, I'll follow up on Monday. So I had followed up on that Monday. and didn't get a response. But for me, that was not enough. So I called back again and I talked to the person that initially answered the phone. I explained to them the situation and I said, hey, if you can give any type of guidance for this would be greatly appreciated. This is what was supposed to happen. It didn't happen. And now I'm trying to make this happen. So that person told me, hold on. So they put me on hold. They call somewhere and they come back and they said, I'm going to try another number. I'll be right back. They put me on hold again. And this time, a new person answered the phone. And I spoke with this new person. I told them the situation. And then they got done what I needed to get done. Now, I'm sharing that example with you because had I hired an assistant to take care of the situation and I still had to step in, that would not have ended well. I would have thanked them for working with me and, I would have paid them their money, but I would never hire that person again. So, in concluding this video, some things that I look out for if I'm going to hire an assistant, and maybe it's just a virtual assistant, all I need them to do is, follow up on emails, follow up on appointments, follow up on calls, that type of thing. I need to see proactiveness. I need to see initiative. I need to see that they don't accept no for an answer. They try a different route. They try as much as they can. Then they come back to me if they still can't get it done. But you'll be surprised. A lot of times they can. That said, if you're hiring a woman, we need the help, obviously. And you may have the budget to hire someone to help you. Do not shy from doing that. I promise you, it will free up your time so you can focus on other things. And those are some things that I gave as insights on what I would look for in hiring an assistant.